Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Masters of the Universe Classics, the Mighty Spector. Probably one of the most controversial characters ever created for Masters of the Universe. Mighty Spector is the third figure in the 30th Anniversary Collection, and the second brand new character created for the line. This one was created by Mattel brand manager Scott Toy Guru Knightlick. Now, regardless of how you feel about this character, I feel the need to mention that I will be focusing on the figure itself through this video, and not anyone's personal feelings on the character. So with that said, let's jump right in and take a look. Spector comes on the standard Masters of the Universe Classics blister card packaging. There is a yellow burst on the front letting you know that the character was created by Scott Knightlick. The back of the box shows off a selection of other figures in the lineup, as well as gives us a bio for this brand new character. The Mighty Spector's outfit is quite a bit different from what we are usually seeing in Masters of the Universe. It does have a definite superhero vibe to it, but it still has a good amount of reused parts from other figures in the line. The head, of course, is an all-new piece, featuring a head completely covered in a purple mask. The bodysuit is the same purple, which has a bit of a metallic shine to it. You can see how the light reflects off of the costume, which I actually really like the look of. Over the purple suit, Spector is wearing a yellow armor harness, which is attached to a blaster holder on his right leg, and sports a spade on his chest. The silver of the boots and gauntlet have a very shiny gunmetal-like paint job, while the gauntlet on his right arm is a metallic bronze. I'm a bit curious why the gauntlet on the right arm is such a different color. I do sort of feel like it would have looked a little better if it was the same silver as the other gauntlet and the boots. Now on his left arm he has a time travel device, which is a miniaturized version of the Cosmic Key. The sculpt on this is actually really cool. You can see quite a bit of detail went into this tiny little attachment, and there's even some cool little symbols written on there. Alright, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the Mighty Spector. Now, Spector has got the pretty standard Masters of the Universe classic style articulation going on here. And one thing to note is that all of the joints are very tight on this figure. Very nicely done. You can see shoulders are good. They got a real nice solid rotation going on there. They're real tight. Biceps twist great. Elbows, wrists, waist. Legs still can position all the way outwards. They can go forwards, backwards, so the little loincloth doesn't really hinder anything. The holster on the leg doesn't hinder anything. It's got a full range of movement still, even with the holster there. The ankles, even though they're the old style here, they're still very tight. They actually hold really firm. So articulation is great on this guy. Now, the way the armor works is you can see that the holster for his gun is actually attached down around the leg and on the belt and everything here. So if you want to pop all this off, there are two pegs right here on the back. Just pop that off. You can fold that down over the chest area there. And then there is also another peg on the back of the leg. Pop that off. And we've got the armor fully removed from Mighty Spector. Now, one other cool thing is that you can actually remove the holster from the belt as well. So there's actually just a peg on the side. You can pop that off. I guess that way if you ever want to change things up and take his holster off, you can have just the harness by itself. You can have the leg holstered by itself. That's kind of a neat little function there. Also makes you wonder if they ever plan to reuse something like this in the future, And then, of course, they got the gun that can holster in there, which is a really nice touch. It's cool always having somewhere to store the weapons on the figures. So there you go, guys. I mean, it's pretty standard. Nothing really out of the ordinary with this figure here. Just the good articulation and removable armor. There you go. Spector includes two accessories. First up is this blaster, which can be holstered on his right leg or held in his right hand. You'll notice a small green piece sticking out of the top. You'll also see the same green pieces sculpted onto the holster on his leg. The idea is that his blaster is powered by these little energy clips. You'll even notice that one is missing from the pouch on his leg, which is a pretty neat little attention to detail. And I actually rather like the idea of these little energy clips. Now those same energy clips power his miniature cosmic key on his other wrist. As you can see, one is attached. The cosmic key also doubles as a weapon. He includes this extra piece with an ignited energy blade made of a translucent green plastic. The plastic is pretty sturdy with just a little bit of pliability to it. You can actually just pull off the regular cosmic key attachment and put this one on his wrist in its place via a small peg. The piece fits in very tightly, and now he has a blade on his wrist, another accessory which I really like. So there he is, the Mighty Spector. As I said in the beginning, this is probably one of the most controversial characters to hit Masters of the Universe for many reasons. One of the biggest, of course, is that he seems to look a little out of place. There is no denying that he has a very comic book superhero vibe to his costume. But maybe since he's a futuristic type character, he could actually fit in with your New Adventures characters. Despite your personal feelings on the character, I will say that this is a really nicely put together action figure. The articulation is very tight, the paint job is well done even if the color combinations seem a little strange, and the accessories are really cool. The Mighty Spector is part of the 30th anniversary subscription and not part of the regular lineup. He will also go on sale on MattyCollector.com on May 15th, 2012. Until next time,